Have you ever thought of the stars? Well, how does life in space look like then? Over many years, humans have been exploring space. Why don't we figure out how? The world's first satellite was launched and landed on the moon. Someone else created an international space station, and now there's talks of sending humans to Mars within the next several decades. But what would a trip like that do to a human and their body? How does it affect us exactly? One of the biggest well-known effect is the weakening of your bones. How is that? Throughout your entire life, your bones are broken down by larger cells which are known as osteoclasts. They put calcium into your body's bloodstream. Now hold on. Even though this happens, at the same time, other cells called osteoblasts make new bones. For most of your life, these two processes end up balancing each other, but that changes when an astronaut goes to space and soon lives in something called microgravity. That's because their bones don't have to support as much weight and they aren't victims or subjected of the same stresses and pulls as they would be off on Earth. As a result of this, the calcium in their bones is broken down, which releases them into the bloodstream. This makes a decrease in bone density, maybe because the human body broke down the bones much faster than builds them up in microgravity. Adding further to that, within a single month, the decrease is 1% into an astronaut's body. This increases the risk of bone fracture. Clearly, a human in space is a difficult mission, but researchers from NASA still have high hopes for that. Let's forget about that for now though. You see, the negativity points are still growing. Without Earth-like gravity, astronauts even tend to have vision problems. An example is when a few researchers studied 27 astronauts who spent 108 days in space. In the end, 22% of them had flattening at the back of their eyeballs. The heart also changes in space, and it's not just a few skipping beats because of emotion. This is caused by the blood drops, which turns the heart into a more spherical shape. This affects a person's welcoming back to Earth. It can also end up in decrease of blood in the end. What does this have to do with health? Oh, this can cause dizziness and possibly fainting. Guess we should all respect astronauts now, huh? After all, if we're planning on eventually going to Mars and back, we'll need to know how the trip will affect us and how to avoid the negative points. Hold on now, that doesn't mean losing hope, you know.